And in a window sat a certain young man named Eutychus, who was sinking into a deep sleep. He was overcome by sleep, and as Paul continued speaking, he fell down from the third story and was taken up dead. But Paul went down, fell on him, and embracing him said, "Do not trouble yourselves, for his life is in him." Acts 20, verses 9 and 10. Do you remember the ice cream man used to have I think it was bubblegum ice cream, and there was those little Spice Girls stickers in there. Like, are you old enough to remember the Spice Girls?
Well, I remember the Spice Girls. The stickers, I think I kind of remember.
They were really small.
I'm old enough that I wasn't getting ice cream from the ice cream man.
Particularly with the free Spice Girls sticker within the ice cream man.
No, I probably ventured into 7-Eleven and got one of those, like, 2 cookies sandwiched in the...
Oh,
I don't know what those are called.
Ice cream
Like
sandwiches?
Yeah, but there was a name for it.
I know what you're talking about, but like that's one of my favorite styles of
Yeah, there's like
ice cream
like
sandwich.
Big Ed's or something like that. It was just called.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but
Wow.
it was really good because the cookie was always soft and.
I wasn't too huge into those. I kind of like the
cookie ones?
Yeah,
Or-
I kind of
or-
like the
or
M&M ones.
or ice cream.
I kind of like the I kind of like the M&M ones more. For a little bit. I like the M&M cookies with the ice cream in the middle.
Yeah.
But I was more of my favorite was the
Chocolate eclair is what
no.
you're gonna say? Oh,
chocolate
okay.
hard. Oh my gosh.
It's like the Crunch Bar.
The chocolate center crunch bar. So it was like a typical hard shell ice cream bar, but the middle was just like this hard chocolate that was right. That was my favorite, and that was always like my first one to go to for the ice cream man. And then if he was sold out, then I would go for like the chocolate eclair or maybe the strawberry shortcake one. Then if they didn't have that one, it would go to.
Wow, I'm surprised how much you remember.
I always felt the strawberry shortcake one had like a weird texture on the outside because it had that kind of like
I loved
stale spongy kind of.
I loved the like kind of crunch it had.
I like the drumsticks.
Drumsticks were good. I like those. I definitely think the for me the last one was the faces with the eyeballs
the
for the gumballs.
eyes.
I actually didn't even care for them as a kid. I know we actually kind of got them a decent amount. Nothing crazy, but I was always disappointed when I got those.
I think we were tempted by the IP and like,
100%.
It's Powerpuff Girls, it's Scooby Doo, it's Ninja Turtles,
it's
whatever
Bugs Bunny.
it is. But also, it never looks
Spider-Man.
like the image.
Oh, it's not even close.
yeah,
There was some deformed...
Well, they look like they had stroke face.
And then it just melted everywhere, and so the colors are running. You got it all over your hands. It's a sticky mess.
And the gum that it came with was like, it was disgusting. I don't know if it's because it was just frozen. It's been frozen for so long, and they're probably so old. But they always tasted so nasty.
Well, what do you do with the gum though, right? Like
I know you just stop eating your.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm done eating my ice cream now because I have this terrible gum in my mouth.
I guess you put it in the wrapper until you're done. What did
But
we
okay,
do with it?
I
don't
never.
remember.
I remember I would just like sometimes I would just eat it, not
you just,
like
you
swallow
stick
it,
in
but
your
I would
cheek or
just chew
something?
it and then be like, okay, this is gross, and then spit it out
Done.
and then finish my ice cream.
Oh man,
It's such an inconvenience in your food. You know what I mean?
Well, plus it's frozen, so it's not like it's soft like Bubble Yum or Big League Chew or something like that. It's like that really hard, like harder than where you put a quarter in and get that giant hollow gumball from the machine.
Yeah, because it's frozen or whatever.
I feel like I'm missing some ice cream that we used to get. Oh, you know what wasn't bad? We didn't really get it much, but those like push pop
push pop,
frozen,
like the Flintstones.
Yeah, those were so good.
The orange sherbet.
The orange one, that was the best.
Sherbet or sorbet? It's sherbet, right?
I pronounce it sherbet. I don't know.
Maybe sherbet, like makes come to a common
sorbet.
Yeah.
Please stop. But those were good. Now I kind of want ice cream.
Yeah, I always just preferred, chocolate, vanilla, just, the quintessential one of ours. But like as far as those ice cream sandwiches go with the cookies, Trader Joe's has one with chocolate chip cookies. but what really sets it over the edge is the outer rim of the ice cream part is lined with chocolate chips. And it just has that perfect balance of vanilla ice cream, a little bit of chocolate. You got your little crunch in there, and it's just,
So the texture is really what's...
Yeah.
Oh, it's about time you came around to the texture game.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. and I'm so hooked on it that I think it was the Target brand. And the Target brand does not have the lining of the chocolate chips. So, but I keep chocolate chips on hand to bake cookies. So I'll put some in a plate and I'll roll the ice cream in it just to get the chocolate chip experience out of the ice cream sandwich.
So you plate your ice cream sandwich first before
and
enjoying
roll it in there. But then you can dip it and you can get more of the chips in there. And I like it.
Fancy.
I like it.
Nice.
Welcome back to We Who Endure. We're not talking about ice cream today. We're going to be discussing some of my favorite Babylon Bee headlines in one article from the last few weeks or something like that. So certain time period of the last few weeks. I believe this is all in April, but we'll see. I'm Blade O'Neill, and joining me as always is my brother Lance O'Neill.
Hi. Sorry.
Anything.
My bad.
It's just looking.
I was my bad.
Spacing
Hi.
out. And Dustin C. Smith.
Hello.
Okay. So before I get into some of these headlines.
Well, and by the way, me and Lance have no idea what you're bringing up, so I don't even know.
This is specially curated, and we're gonna see their reactions here in lifetime. We're gonna start with this article.
Okay.
This is a list of 10 things article.
10 things. So like a Letterman's top 10 type thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Just gonna do my favorites to save time, though.
If we can get through all 10.
If we can get through it. It says, revealed 10 other things that Satan tempted Jesus with.
Okay.
All right.
Number 1.
Wait, first of all, before you start, just to give you time a little bit to settle, but some people might not know what Babylon Bee is. So and is this a credible news source?
Yes. The most credible news source that we have. No. If you're familiar with something like The Onion or other parody news sites, I think The Onion is like the quintessential parody site, or was the quintessential parody site until it decided to be political. Babylon Bee is essentially a Christian parody site. So, they're believers, but they're also not afraid to have fun and make little jokes, as if somehow you're not familiar with the Babylon Bee, you're about to find out. But it's so
don't take this as like serious.
Yes, obviously this is, or obviously not obviously, because I don't know. I guess a lot of people out there are just gullible and believe whatever sort of thing they read on the internet. And yes, I have seen people take Babylon Bee or other parody websites very seriously and
quoted as source material.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's just important to use critical thinking, as we've said. Like, go back and watch our AI episode there, and I don't know. Think for yourself.
So these are 10 things that he probably didn't say.
These are 10 things he definitely did not tempt Jesus with. But for the sake of parody, we're just gonna have a wee laugh here. So, 10 other things that Satan tempted Jesus with. Number 1. Dippin' Dots.
That's kind of ice cream.
Wait, that's kind of weird that got lined up.
That was totally unplanned.
All right.
Satan promised Jesus it was the ice cream of the future, the father of lies indeed.
I think it's been the ice cream of the future for like 50 years
now. Yeah. I love Dippin' Dots.
Did you?
You don't like Dippin' Dots?
No.
Really?
What?
It's like, it tasted like ice cream ice.
What? Hold on. I think you have to taste it now, because I think you're starting to come around to the texture game, because it's like all about texture.
I have never enjoyed Dippin' Dots. Do they still make Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
I think they have them at the mall and stuff.
They get them at the mall?
Yeah, it's like a machine. It like makes it to order.
I don't think our mall has that anymore.
Oh, it did.
I could be wrong.
I don't pay attention to it because I don't get
it did. It did.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if it's there, but we don't want to dox ourselves, but we do have a Haagen-Dazs, and I was so excited that we were getting a Haagen-Dazs. I don't know how we keep talking about ice cream. And,
I don't think this has anything to do. Yeah.
And it's been there for I think years now, and I'm pretty sure I never once got it.
It's because it's on the other side of the mall. Sometimes you don't venture that far.
I have a problem. I have to walk the whole mall, or it bothers me.
So you just keep passing it.
And
because it's in between the escalators.
In fact, I always pass it first thing because that's the way I walk.
Oh, you go on that side? I enter on the other side.
I park by Dick's.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Park by Dillard's.
I don't like
that.
But
not that side. But Dillard's on the side from the
upstairs,
where they're building that Asian market in place of the Sears that used to be there.
I always park in Macy's.
I used to park by Macy's, but I always find good parkings at Dick's.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more packed over there.
Anyway,
number two.
A working lightsaber. Lucifer pulling out the big guns.
What?
Number 3. Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
That is a temptation.
Dude, that literally happened to me last Sunday.
Wait, Satan tempted you with Chick-fil-A on Sunday?
No.
Whoa.
My wife...
Look at all these Chick-fil-A's. They can be open on Sunday.
If you sign here.
My wife texts me. She's like, what do you want? You want to get, what do you want for breakfast? She's like, I'm kind of feeling Chick-fil-A. And I was like, yes, let's get some Chick-fil-A breakfast. And then she texts me like 20 minutes later, it's Sunday. And I was like, no. I was so upset.
Often, Erica, my wife, and I have wanted Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. It is the curse of Chick-fil-A. You really want it on a Sunday. This would have broken any mere mortal. Number 6. This one's one of my favorites. Mint condition. I'm gonna change the word here to holographic Charizard. Imagine how much that thing would be worth now. Yeah, the article here has foil. Number 7. 1978 Trans Am.
Ooh.
Every male would have succumbed except for Christ.
I don't really care for it.
So it'd be the Bandit.
Number 8. Blockbuster membership card. We had no idea how precious they really were. Number 9. Some fresh crispy tots. Oof. Ease up, Satan. Okay.
Next.
Here's got 3 articles for you guys. Or 3 headlines. We're just doing headlines.
Okay.
We're doing headlines. We're gonna pop them up on screen with the little image. Yep, that's gonna float somewhere. Okay, so it's a picture of the Supreme Court. It took me a second.
Okay.
So for those of you, if you somehow don't know what SCOTUS stands for, the Supreme Court of the United States. SCOTUS rules death penalty is okay for people who post breaking and a siren emoji before every tweet. I think the death penalty is okay for people who just use emojis.
Oh, it's terrible.
Jeez.
We use the people sitting to your right and your left use emojis.
I know. I'm teasing you guys because I'm very anti-emoji.
Because you don't like expressing yourself.
I do like expressing myself. I will use emojis in the fall. Yes, and now.
Yes, please.
This episode is going to just be emoji comments, and people coming across this are going to be like,
comment your favorite emoji.
No, in fact, do not. Not only should you comment your favorite emoji, make sure you don't put any GIFs or GIFs or whatever it is that people call it, because that's how he likes to.
That's how I express myself.
Yeah, which makes no sense that you're against emojis, but then you'll use those
GIFs.
I understand.
There's an art to the right.
I don't disagree, but it's no different than emoji. It's just less pixels
emoji
on the screen.
Fam.
Nope, because emojis are just. It's like we're going to Egyptian hieroglyphics or something. Like, just do the smiley face with the parentheses.
But so's a meme
colon
or a GIF.
Nope, because emojis were a step back.
Okay,
we're a step backwards because now we have people just communicating with emojis as opposed to
Are
words.
you just upset because you can't interpret it? It's okay.
That might be part of it.
No, it's silly. It's like excuse me. It's like a lowbrow communication.
Wow.
Like I said, comment your favorite emojis.
Favorite emojis.
And then address them directly to Blaine in comments.
I am okay with the T9 texting emojis, like when you do like a colon with a parenthesis or semicolon with a parenthesis.
You mean colons?
Well, that's how you make the eyes, and then
it's the evolution of it, right?
Yeah, no, it's just changed. It's
backwards. I will say I am okay with emojis when it's in Twitch chats. If it's a custom emoji, because that's
the only way you can do anything.
Well, no, because you can type in there, but,
yeah, but you can't send GIFs and stuff. You can't really send images in Twitch chat.
That's true, but they're usually customized to the chat, so there's a whole other level of understanding, communicating,
right?
Meeting, because they're custom. Like I watch a lot of Twitch.
But what if I make it? What if I make a custom one and I'm gonna send it to you now?
Is it gonna work? Because it doesn't have to be like on my phone.
I don't think that's how it works.
Display. Well, it would have.
No, it's just sending the 8-bit pixels.
Yeah, I guess so.
Remember how at one point, like the iPhone couldn't put a gun emoji; it had to be a water gun. Does it still do that?
I think it does.
Does it?
Pretty sure.
And then it wouldn't do the middle finger.
That's still there.
Is that still there? Okay,
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this.
There was actually just an update where they just added a bunch of new ones. Like, I want to say a couple weeks ago, they just added like, if I said the number, I'd be wrong, so I'm not even gonna say it. But there was a bunch of new emojis added.
A whole dictionary.
Great.
Send those.
More words for people not to use. Number 2. Report. Heaven offers special perks for people who dress up nice for church.
Well, actually, the Bible says the opposite about that.
Well, it says parody, right?
I know. I'm just saying if we're gonna get biblical about it, actually, it would do the opposite.
So what are you referring to?
Well, the Bible says, don't worry about wearing your nice jewelry or whatever. I pulling up the verse, coming up with the verses on the spot right now is like hard, but it says not to worry about those kind of things, because that's just like an earthly materialistic. Now, I don't think that means, just come in at like a slob. I think you should be somewhat presentable, but to be so worried about and materialistic about how you come to church, that's not the point of church. The point of church is to grow your relationship with the Lord.
Well, yeah, because it talks to the commentary of, if I'm dressed really nice and they're not, then I'm more saved than you are, or I have a special, like a level or whatever you may call it, just like because I do this and you're not doing that, then I'm a better Christian than you are. And so it's to kind of take away so you don't feel, because we should usher everyone in off the streets to come to church and to come wherever. And like, you don't want to have to worry about, or you don't want to have someone that maybe doesn't have the nicest of things come in and go like, well, I'm not going to go to church because I know I don't look as presentable. And it's just like, one, we shouldn't be looking at those people, or we shouldn't be going like, well, you're dressed down compared to me, as just because God doesn't look at it because he's looking at us inwardly. So.
Yeah. Absolutely. I did think, because I don't know if it was more common maybe in the 90s for people to dress up for a church, or just maybe it was the churches like we went to, like it.
I think it just traditionally has been that way, and then it slowly became more like Friday a casual business. Like,
well, I feel like this state is very casual, even to a fault, and I'm not talking about in church.
No,
I'm just talking about like restaurants, whatever, people wearing shorts and flip flops and going to a nice restaurant. And I know that's something completely different. I just thought it was weird.
It's definitely a little kind of strange. But
I know it's 1,000 degrees out here, and
it's just dressed to the occasion. It should be read the room.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, like wherever you want, because I mean, like I don't care.
What's like okay, for instance, like at school, right? You don't want to dress like the kids, right? Because one, you don't want to be at that level and kind of be, especially if you're, a younger teacher and might be, height challenge and almost the same height as some of the middle schoolers, but you want to kind of stand apart in a sense, but not be. You don't have to wear like a 3-piece suit or, something like that. But you should definitely look the part. And granted, there's days where they have like jean days, which I don't like. Like they're like, I'm not gonna pay to wear jeans. Like they have like jean, like a casual Friday or something like that, where you wear jeans, and I'm like, my slacks breathe better than a pair of jeans. Like, give me a shorts day. I don't wear shorts. That's my PSA for wanting to wear shorts at work.
Yeah, I'm.
Please let me wear shorts at work.
Well, first of all, I'm surprised that you can't wear shorts at work.
Well, I'm not a PE teacher. If I taught gym or PE, then I could wear like athletic wear. But I wear slacks and either a button-down collar or like generally, I can't remember the name of the shirt now. A polo. That's what it is.
I'm also surprised that you can't wear jeans any day that you want to wear jeans.
We used to have a thing, but then they made a thing where we had to pay it, and then now it's more of a reward system. The education field is kind of weird with that. Like, I think it's because jeans have like different interpretations of jeans. Because you could have really nice jeans, you could have really holy jeans, not in the spiritual sense, but you have different jeans where like, oh, nice acid wash, or nice like they look like they've been beaten up, but their brand they cost $8. Like, I think just because of the discrepancy of the different styles of jeans and different ways, like it's not. I don't know, but.
Yeah, I'm just.
It's not part of the normal wear.
Yeah, I'm wearing jeans. Believe it or not.
But nobody can see that because
nobody can see it. And I'm not going
the
to show you
shot's not
either.
allowed.
I'm not going to show you.
Those are jeans?
Yeah.
Nice.
They're black stretchy jeans.
And not only do they have holes in them, the pockets don't work.
I wore them so much that there's a.
They're holy in their own sense.
Yeah.
For context, I stuck my phone in my pocket before we started filming the episode, and because there's a tear inside my pocket, I missed the pocket, and it went in between my pocket and my pants, and it slid down my pant leg. So that's the little inside joke there. Hilarious.
Next.
Okay, this was my favorite one.
Okay.
All right.
Ready.
So for those of you listening on not YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever, one that no one else uses except for you, there's a children's crayon drawing of Noah's Ark. Just, really bad. So it says, kids' crappy Sunday school drawing apparently pleasing to Jesus.
So silly.
Apparently.
That would make Jesus. Oh, it's a nice little rainbow.
And I think there's is that a
T-Rex?
T-Rex?
Yeah. Is he riding the T-Rex?
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Throw back to another episode.
Wait, what is this?
I think that's people being washed away.
Yeah, they didn't make the trip.
Yeah, that's got to be what that is.
Yeah, it has to be what that is.
Is this fire?
I don't know, dude. Your laptop is kind of far away. It kind of looks like fire, but that doesn't really make sense.
Yeah,
I think.
Were we not thinking of? What about this little stick here?
I don't know. Maybe Dustin knows.
What stick?
I don't know what's going on over there.
Maybe that's painting the rainbow. Maybe with giraffe head. Maybe it's a giraffe.
Oh,
I'm gonna say giraffe. I'm gonna say giraffe.
Could be a dog.
I have to do a lot of interpreting of drawing in my field.
Okay, so let's use your expertise here. What is this gold thing? That's to the right of the ark there.
An anchor? I don't know.
Oh, I know what it is. It's an elephant.
Oh,
see,
yeah,
that's the tusk.
Tusks, yeah.
You see it? That's the tusk. This is the nose. This is the ear. Oh. That's the eye.
Well, apparently he didn't get the memo of the measurements with using the cubits, because the proportions aren't correct using 2-point perspective, or rather
that and the rainbow wouldn't have been there yet because that was, I believe, after they landed.
No, right? Another question is that in the order of the light spectrum? Is it going Roy G. Biv?
Roy G. Biv. So red. Oh nope, because it's red, yellow.
Oh, Well, I guess it is pretty bad.
So really, I mean, if it's apparently pleasing to Jesus, so that he takes us as we are, so with our faults and our unknowingly order of the rainbow.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. It's a kid. Yeah. We're supposed to come to... You
got to give him grace, right?
You're supposed to come to the Lord as a child.
Right. Faith of a child.
Right.
We have a lot to learn from this child.
Now, is there only one T-Rex? Is that why, like, maybe that's signaled the extinction of the dinosaurs? Because you only brought one T-Rex aboard?
One T-Rex with one egg.
I mean, that's assuming that this is a T-Rex. Perhaps it's not a T-Rex. I was kind of looking trying to see if there was like a dove with a branch somewhere.
I'm hoping it's a T-Rex. That's all. Because I like T-Rex.
I don't know. I thought this headline was funny, and I think just in one of our previous episodes, I was talking about like that God loves art, Jesus loves art. Jesus quoted Psalms. The most because he loves art, and worship brings the Holy Spirit. God loves art, and I just thought this was a funny little parody of that, because it's something I really believe in and am passionate about, that God really likes art in all its forms: drawing, acting, singing, poetry, writing,
dancing,
sculpture, dancing, all of the arts. Big proponent of that.
Well, he made the rainbow.
He made the rainbow, and it was not red, yellow. Is that purple? I can't tell if that's blue or purple.
Indigo.
I guess it's supposed to be indigo. And then orange.
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv. Do not comment emojis on this episode.
It's too late. They already did it.
Yeah. If you haven't already, do so now.
Comment your favorite.
I'll give it a like.
Babylon Bee headline from.
My daughter loves emojis.
Yeah, but she's 5.
Well, I'm talking about my 2-year-old. She will get my phone and then pull down the tab and then just go through every emoji and just tap each one and just make.
She'll write you a whole dissertation.
Yeah, it's great. She loves it. It brings her joy. Can't take that joy away from her.
I'm not, and it's okay because she's 2.
Are you mad because of the chocolate ice cream emoji? Isn't actually chocolate ice cream?
That being a trend, circa 2010?
I think it was before that.
Was that a confusion because people just said, "Oh, that looks like poop"?
But honestly, I knew a lot of people that used that as ice cream, and then I was like, "That's not what that is."
Ice cream. Well, same thing with other emojis.
But even Walmart had like throw pillows of that.
Well, they had a whole movie. They had a whole movie. There's an emoji movie.
That's right. Yeah, it was all around that time, and I think that's what really did it for me. And I was like, no, this is ridiculous. You need to go back to writing words.
I don't think it's that deep.
Yes, it is. This is the downfall of society.
Well, but that has nothing to do with it.
It's a tool of Satan.
That's not true. What do you work for, the Babylon Bee?
Jeez.
Call me Seth. I think that's about all the time we have for today. If you got one of your favorite Babylon Bee headlines, comment that below. Not the emojis. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and also, if you can follow us on YouTube, whether you have the notifications on or not, we'd really appreciate that, as we're trying to build our following there, because that allows us to get certain perks and help us grow. If you're interested in supporting the podcast, we have a link to our Fourth Wall shop in the description of this podcast. We've got lots of cool merchandise, the shirts, coasters, mugs, cool little journal, other things that I can't think of right now. We appreciate you all taking the time to listen. We love you. Be safe, and God bless.